Long ago, all stories belonged to Nyeme, the all-sky god. People on Earth were bored and knew nothing about their history. One creature decided enough was enough. Anansi, the tricky shape-shifting spider, resolved to bring the stories down to Earth. He spun a web and stretched it to the cloud. He climbed up to confront the sky god. Scrunching at Nyeme's feet, Anansi shouted at the top of his lungs,
"I have come to take ownership of the war stories."
Looking down from his golden stool, Nyeme laughed at the spider's absurd request. Nyeme told Anansi, "You could have all the stories you wished, but only if you could complete an impossible task." If Anansi brought him Osebo the leopard, Onini the python, Momboro the hornet, and Marcia the forest spirit, then he could take the stories. Anansi humbly accepted. Nyeme didn't see him grin as he scuttled away. Back on Earth, Anansi grabbed his magic bag and set to work. Anansi found Onini the python bathing in the sun. Anansi scorned Onini that he couldn't be the longest animal, saying, "You look no longer than a piece of a bamboo stick." Enraged, Onini stretched himself across the bamboo stick to prove his longiness. Anansi quickly bounded him too tight to the stick and placed him in his bag. Next, Anansi dug a great pit in the middle of the path Osebo the leopard usually parade and covered it with banana leaves. Shortly after, Osebo fell into the pit. Anansi scolded Osebo for carelessness, but offered to rescue him. As he rescued Osebo out of the pit, he quickly jabbed him with his knife. Osebo fell back to the ground and Anansi bound him up too tight with his spider's thread. Anansi had Momboro and his Phoenix whistling. He cautiously approached them. This could be very tricky. Each thing can make someone swell up and die. But Anansi knew they hated the rain. He filled his mouth with water and spat it at the swamp. As they panicked, Anansi urged the hermits to shelter in his bag, but they found themselves trapped. Anansi had one more task: to capture Marcia, the elusive and mysterious forest spirit. She usually hid herself deep in the wood, but Anansi knew she was very lonely. He made a little door and covered it with starch, and left it on the path. When she came upon it, Marcia spoke to the door, but became enraged when it didn't respond. She hit the disrespectful door, and her small fist stuck in its sticky surface. Anansi had to smash it up and put it into the bag, together with the other creatures. Triumphantly, he climbed his way back into the clouds. When the sky god saw that Anansi had completed the impossible task, he was amazed. Nyeme told Anansi that he had earned the world stories. Dancing for joy, Anansi gathered the stories, stuffed them into his bag, and descended to Earth. There, he scattered the stories throughout the world for people to share, and they did, including the children. Generations have continued telling and reimagining the story of Anansi, even after being stolen from Africa and enslaved. Anansi is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling.